AJC Australian Oaks over 2,400 metres. This is the fourth from Randwick. Lovely sunny day. Track good. Rail out 4 metres. And they're off. And a nice level start too. One of the best to begin was Light Up the World. Northwood Plume jumped sweetly, as did Circles of Gold and Al Schmoose. Love Dance up in the leading bracket, followed by Momenti. And then Magnetic Bell on the inside. Euphoria, Mick Dittman finding a posse on her. One off the rails around Rain in Spain. Then comes at the head of the others Espresso, a length and a half into Vido Dara. After a length then, 2 Staying Alive, followed on the inside Danarani, Centane's Gift and Boat. Out of the straight past the 2,000 metres, and Circles of Gold is the leader. 2 Light Up the World. Al Schmoose travelling third from Northwood Plume, settling well inside Love Dance. And then comes Magnetic Bell, who's racing on the inside of Momenti, a length and a half into Rain in Spain, who is on the inside of Euphoria, followed then by Espresso. Vido Dara the rails as they string out from Centane's Gift on the outside. Danarani creeping up on the inner. Second last Staying Alive, and last of all is Boat. To the back of the course, 1,500 metres left to go. No great change in the order, and Circles of Gold little over a length clear on Al Schmoose, moving to second. Third, Light Up the World, followed by Love Dance. A bit more than a length the Northwood Plume, and 2 further back on the inside Magnetic Bell, shading Momenti. About 3 to Rain in Spain. Euphoria, then another length and a quarter's gap Vido Dara. Espresso is next, about 2 lengths further away Danarani. 3 behind her, Centane's Gift, Boat and Staying Alive. As they race out of the back straight in the Oaks and come onto the side near the 1,000 metres, and Circles of Gold, 3/4 on one of the real outsiders, Al Schmoose. Light Up the World parked on the inside of Love Dance, and then Northwood Plume, who's racing fifth and 5 lengths off the lead after 1 Momenti, and then Magnetic Bell on the inside of Euphoria. The next couple, Rain in Spain and Espresso, and then Vido Dara, Centane's Gift, Staying Alive, Danarani, and last of all as they bunch a little Boat. Towards the 700 metres they go, and Circles of Gold leads the way. About a length the gap on Al Schmoose, and Light Up the World the inside from Love Dance. Oliver in an awkward pocket on Northwood Plume. On the outside of it are Rain in Spain and Momenti, and a length further back Euphoria, followed on the extreme outside next by Espresso. In the straight in the Oaks, Northwood Plume, no room for her at the moment. Circles of Gold the leader. Now she's out Northwood Plume, and she's starting to sprint quickly, and Love Dance sticking on well, and then Euphoria. Northwood Plume is after Circles of Gold with Love Dance. Circles of Gold still in front. She's hanging out a bit. Northwood Plume won't reach her. Circles of Gold all the way, and a victory salute by the rider shortly past the post. Circles of Gold wins the Oaks from Northwood Plume and Love Dance, followed by Danarani. Then a break 2 at the head of the others. Euphoria, he's still saluting this winning jockey, followed by Al Schmoose, Boat, Vido Dara, Magnetic Bell, Rain in Spain, Espresso, Light Up the World, Staying Alive, Momenti and Centane's Gift.
Double 323.80.
7 Circles of Gold at $10.05 and 3 even. Number 1 Northwood Plume 60 cents, and number 8 Love Dance to pay $3. Group 1 Gav again.
7. And that is Circles of Gold, written by Gavin Eads, has been able to score, and the judge has called on a photo finish for second and third. Pretty close for the minors too, between Northwood Plume and Love Dance. Number 7, Circles of Gold, $23 for the win and $5.80 for the place. Upwards of $23 and $5.80. Circles of Gold, number 7. And the judge has called on a print for second and third. Northwood Plume $1.20 and Love Dance on the outside $6.50. Wanted to hang out a bit in the straight. Northwood, the winner, Circles of Gold. I don't know whether it created any real problem to Northwood Plume. Number 8 has got up on the outside. Love Dance for second, ridden by Brian York. Number 8, Love Dance, ridden by B. York, is second. Number 1, Northwood Plume, inches away third, ridden by D. Oliver. Fourth went to number 4, and that was Euphoria. Number 2 was officially fifth, and that was Danarani. And we were waiting on the 6th placing. So Circles of Gold, a training triumph for Brian Smith at Warwick Farm, who puts the polish on this Chestnut Filly 3 for FBJ Tag, F. Maduri, GJ Moffat, J.A. Johns and W.O. Lamb. By Masquet from Olympigame. There's a Masquet winning the Oaks. What a tremendous sire. Trained by Brian Smith, ridden by Group 1 Gavin Eads. He was still excited at 100 metres past the post, Gavin. 8 second, Love Dance by Carpstad from Hula Dance, trained by Kay Kelso from Matamata in New Zealand, written by Brian York. And number 1, Northwood Plume. Third, Bay Filly. 3, Military Plume from Couldn't Miss, Lee Friedman, Damien Oliver.
Here's Brian Martin, first leg of the double.
Perth.
For the Ben Chafee. Set to go, lights on, they're off and running this time. Seclude quickly back to the tail of the field, and Rancho's Coup and Top Edition first out from Man Dormus, and with those also Toll Bell. Ben's Rocket just behind them when they settle down. They're Rancho's Coup, Toll Bell in front. A length Man Dormus 3 deep around Ben's Rocket. Top Edition the fence, a length into Teos running 6th there, followed by Varro's Last, Rare and Brave. Temperate Night, Strictly Boring, Universal Ambition, then Knight's Tale. Kendall Star out a little wider, now pushing back to the middle from Seclude, and last of all Num Sing. The leader Rancho's Coup off the back now as a race to the 900 metre mark, a half to Toll Bell. Man Dormus a length and a half away, third. Top Edition fourth, a length further back, Ben's Rocket fifth. 2 then to Teos 6th, there followed by Rare and Brave, Temperate Night. Well back in the race, Strictly Ballroom, Varro's Last, Universal Ambition, Seclude, Knight's Tale. Kendall Star second last, and Num Sing last of all. Rancho's Coup the leader, up before the turn, a half length. Toll Bell a length and a half, Man Dormus 2 to Top Edition. They're followed by Ben's Rocket, and then Teos when they turn for home from Rare and Brave. 400 out, Toll Bell, Rancho's Coup 2 lengths to Man Dormus, Ben's Rocket and Top Edition. Rancho's Coup on the inside, and Toll Bell a length and a half further back. Ben's Rocket out in the middle, starting to come home fairly well. Then Teos, it's Rancho's Coup, Toll Bell, 2 to Ben's Rocket, Rare and Brave, and Teos further out. Teos is racing after Toll Bell. Toll Bell in front, Teos starting to wear it down. Toll Bell a half in front of Teos. Toll Bell first up in front near the line. Toll Bell wins it ahead, Teos. Third home is Ben's Rocket. Rare Brave has got up to run fourth from Kendall Star out wide. Then further back in the race, Seclude, followed by Num Sing, Universal Ambition. Rancho's Coup from Strictly Ballroom, Top Edition, Man Dormus. Varro's Last pulling up quickly with Knight's Tale. And well back in the race was Num Sing towards the back, and last of all, Temperate Night.
Number 2, Toll Bell, 27.40 and 7.30. 1, Teos, 2.10. 3, Ben's Rocket, 1.70.
On the Super Tab, number 2, Toll Bell to pay $13.30 and $3.25. Number 1, Teos, $1.20, and number 3 for third, Ben's Rocket, to return 95 cents. This is the Triple S Racing and Sporting Service, about 3 minutes away, the next at the Greyhounds. And let's clear a market there, then we'll...
Pretty terrific.
Hey. Cross Swords running in the Cup this year, won it last year. And in the Cup last year, Cross Swords defeated Hear That Bell and Azam third. Now the starter goes to his stand, and they're ready for action. Field of 18, booked as the scratching, and they're off in the 1995 Sydney Cup. And Gold Sovereign was best to begin from Darcher. Stockton Wood out well, and so was Cross Swords. Not far away, Seattle, Quick Ransom, Balmaressa. And over on the inside, next making up a little bit of ground as they settle down, Starstruck, and dropping right out of the hunt in the early stages, Super Monarch in company with Nasabiti. Travelling to the home corner on the first occasion, and Gold Sovereign leads the way from Darcher. 2.5 lengths away, third is one of the New Zealanders, Mystic Cash, on the inside of last year's winner, Cross Swords. A length further back, Stockton Wood, who's out very, very wide. And as they straighten up and come over the rise, Gold Sovereign 2.5, Darcher on the fence. Third is Mystic Cash from Cross Swords, Quick Ransom, and then Starstruck and Stockton Wood, followed by Seattle. A length the Dark Czar, the Royal Tiara on the outside of Irish Rort. Further back in the field then comes Balmaressa, followed closely then by Nasser Rich and Strike High, Spiritual Star. Dark Czar over on the inside, second last Oaks Day. At this stage from on the inside, Super Monarch, and Absolute is Nasabiti. Past the judge, and Gold Sovereign makes play. A length on Quick Ransom, just that little bit wide, but getting closer to the fence now. Mystic Cash is third, followed by Darcher. 2 lengths further away, Cross Swords. About 2.5 to 3 lengths then to Stockton Wood, followed by Royal Tiara. Starstruck on the inside. A further 2 to Air Seattle, Irish Road on the inside, and 3 or 4 lengths coming Balmaressa. Nasser Rich on its inside, and then Strike High, Spiritual Star, Dark Czar, and then Oaks Day from second last, Super Monarch, and Absolute in the field, Nasabiti. It's Gold Sovereign leading the way over the crossing at the 1600 metres. Quick Ransom is a length and a half second from Mystic Cash, and further back travelling fourth Dacia. One to Cross Swords, a length further back Royal Tiara from Starstruck, and then Stockton Wood, followed by Irish Road, Air Seattle, then Nasserich on the inside of Balmaressa, Oak Stay, Strike High. After a length, the Dark Czar, then Spiritual Star, Super Monarch second last, and Nassabidi last of all, back about 15 or 20 lengths from the leader. That is Gold Sovereign. 1,200 out in the Sydney Cup, and Gold Sovereign pilots the field, a length and 3/4 on Quick Ransom. Mystic Cash for Mick Dittman third, followed by Oaks Day whipping up quickly, then Dacia. Royal Tiara on the outside of Cross Swords, a length and a half gap, then coming Starstruck. At a quarters the outside, Stockton Wood, 2 to Irish Root. Air Seattle on the outside, about 3 lengths to Nasserich, Balmaressa. A good margin away next is Strike High. Dark Czar the inside, Spiritual Star. Super Monarch still second last, and Nassabidi whips the Sydney Cup field in. Down to the 700 metres, and Gold Sovereign, he's been the pilot from the word go. He's a half length on Quick Ransom, a length away third, moving up quickly is Royal Tiara. Darches in the centre, Mystic Cash on the inside, a length of Starstruck, and then Cross Swords after one, Stockton Wood, Air Seattle, and then Irish Road and Spiritual Star to the extreme outside. They straighten up now, and Gold Sovereign giving his back is a great sight. Darcher second, followed by Mystic Cash. Starstruck is running home well from Quick Ransom, and then come a wall of horses, including on the outside Balmaressa. Here's Darcher in the old windbag colours. Darcher runs to Gold Sovereign, heads it off. Balmaressa from a mile back, but it's Darcher's Sydney Cup. Dacia beat the fast-finishing Dark Czar. Balmaressa prominent for third from Gold Sovereign on the inside. Further back in the field then, Starstruck, Irish Root, Mystic Cash, Super Monarch, Quick Ransom. Spiritual Star, Nassabidi, Cross Sword, Strike High, Stockton Wood, Air Seattle. Nasserich has run second last, and Royal Tiara, a shocker, absolute. Dacia wins the Cup.
Number 14, Dacia, to return for the win, 6.95. The place, 185. 1 Dark Czar, 185. 13 Balmaressa to return, $2 even. They have raced at the Greyhounds replay shortly.
$15 and $4.20. And the photo call for minor placings, resting between Dark Czar will be second, number 1, $3.90. And Balmaressa and Gold Sovereign are the two in the photo finish for third. Number 13 at $3.60, and number 15, Gold Sovereign. Didn't he run a big race leading all the way? And he has held on for third, number 15, Gold Sovereign. And on the tote, number 15, Gold Sovereign, will pay $25. 14, 1 and 15 are the official placings in the Sydney Cup. Dacia, who was purchased for a very, very small amount, I think $7,000 or $8,000. Harry Lawton purchased too, racing in the windbag colours. By Daha from Great Verdict, trained by John Maher at Randwick for J.P. Sennett, P. Cameron, P.J. Miller and G.A. Sumner, and written by the apprentice Brett Preble, the only apprentice riding in the event. Number 1 has run second, Dark Czar, two similar sounding names, by Czar Royal from Gentle Pal, David Hayes, Wayne Harris, and 15 third, Gold Sovereign by Military Plume from Coronation March, D.J. Schiffman from Doomben Aaron Kennedy. 13 ran fourth, Balmaressa, and number 5 was officially fifth, and that was Starstruck. The time was 3:24.31, 3:24.31, and the sectional time was 36:38, 36:38. And that little boy will be absolutely delighted. Dick Roberts, AJC Racecourse Manager, attaches the leading rein to Dacia, and Brett Preble about to bring the horse back into the enclosure. He ran a very good race last week in the Chairman's Handicap, went second to Spiritual Star. I tell you what, he's finished well in front of that horse today, and scored officially by a neck with a short neck between second and third. A short neck, 3:24.31. Outstanding performance by Gold Sovereign, going very close to leading all the way in the Sydney Cup.
Quinella 42.60, trifecta 5,040.90 off Melbourne.
Just out here with Centre Foals spreading down on the inside. Stormy Dawn straight into the bridle, landed in front, going up on the outside. Green Sweeper when they settle down. Rory's Mirth is showing great speed, wider out, and Diamond Tip sitting back about a length behind them. Rory's Mirth out very wide on the track. Nimbus Express from Diamond Tip. Nearer the inside, Stormy Dawn from Green Sweeper, followed by Monsieur. Further back, Crepitus 2 or 3, then Centre Foals spread, followed by Alderson with 3 behind it. Ninja Dan, Traditional Means, and Kit's Challenge last of all around the turn. Rory's Mirth has got to the inside, about a half in front of Nimbus Express. 2 to Stormy Dawn. Into the clear comes Diamond Tipped, and further back Monsieur from Green Sweeper. Alderson 5 lengths off them, then Crepitus and Centre Foals spread down to the 250 metre mark. Rory's Mirth, Diamond Tipped, Monsieur, and Alderson starting to peg them back in the middle. Alderson is moving up now to tackle them. Wider out, Centre Foals spread. Alderson hit the front with 100 to go. Centre Foals spread. Monsieur fighting back. Alderson first up. Yes. Big win, Alderson ahead, Monsieur. 3/4 third on the outside, Centre Foals spread. A gap Diamond Tip from Crepitus, Rory's Mirth. Then Stormy Dawn, followed by Ninja Dan, Traditional Means, Nimbus Express, Green Sweeper, and Kit's Challenge last of all.
Number 1, Alderson, 9.40 and 2.80. 2, Monsieur, $2. Third, 14, Centrefold spread, 3.40.
1, Alderson, 3.90 and 1.20. Number 2, Monsieur, to return $1.20. And third to 14, Centrefold spread at 1.70. Set the Greyhounds.
The jump.
19.290, 9 Bow Fits, 31.840, 10 Echelon Star, 145.36, 11 Honahula, 140 and 40, and 12 Varagain, 54.14 off Sydney.
Our Mob bouncing out in front from Pharaoh. Durbridge in the third spot, but he's moving forward, looking to his likely role as leader. And on the outside, Lamore is moving up quickly as Durbridge hits the lead. Dane Wynn just a little wide at the moment, trying to get a bit closer, followed by March Hare and Skywatch, Mapperley's Star, Rough Habit, Calm Harbour, followed by Jeune, and then voting second last Sal Cantay and four Telesto. To the back past the 1600 metres, and Durbridge in front now by 2 lengths on Lamore. Third posse on the outside, Dane Wynn, still a little wide from All Our Mob and Pharaoh, just over a length Mapperley Star. Skywatch on the inside, closely attended by March Hare, then Rough Habit. On the inside, Calm Harbour, then Jeune, about a horse off the rails from voting. Second last is Sal Cantay and 2 or 3 lengths Telesto. Down the back of the course in the Queen Elizabeth, past the 1200 metres, and Durbridge shows the way. Travelling second, the New Zealander Lamore. Dane Wynn third, still wide out, followed by All Our Mob. A length of Pharaoh, then a gap to Mapperley Star, Skywatch, March Hare, Rough Habit. After 1.5 to Jeune on the outside of Calm Harbour, then Sal Cantay voting, and 3 lengths to Telesto, who'd be back about a dozen lengths from the leader Durbridge, last year's winner. Over the 850 crossing and down by the 800 now. It's Durbridge starting to string them out a little. 3/4 to a half Lamore. 2 to Dane Wynn, followed by All Our Mob, ridden along by Dye. A gap to Pharaoh, and then Mapperley Star, Skywatch, a length to March Hare. Then Rough Habit, further away Jeune, about 3 Sal Cantay, voting Telesto, and Calm Harbour's drop right out. Around the corner they travel, and Durbridge straightens up by more than a length on Lamore. Dane Wynn third from All Our Mob. A length further back is Jeune, having a little difficulty getting a clear run, but he's into the open now from March Hare and old Rough Habit. Oh, Durbridge gone on the outside. Rough Habit running home, but Jeune's gone faster with Dane Wynn. Jeune put paid to Dane Wynn, and this is Jeune at his very best. Jeune coming away, and Jeune nearly 3/4 Dane Wynn. March Hare got third, voting not far away with Skywatch, Mapperley Star, All Our Mob. Rough Habit ran a mighty race. He made a short-lived dash in the straight, but he just weakened in the last bit from Pharaoh, Telesto, Sal Cantay, Durbridge, who dropped right out. Lamore and Calm Harbour, here he is. He's cantering down to the winning post as I speak.
Double 62.40.
There he goes, Calm Harbour officially finishing, but about 200 metres away. Jeune has been able to win today. Number 3, Jeune, ridden by Wayne Harris, has paid $3.10 and $1.60. $3.10 and $1.60, taking the Queen Elizabeth, sponsored by Cathay Pacific, from number 14, which has paid $1.70, Dane Wynn. And number 9 has run third, or will get third, and has March Hare.
Nip showing speed, getting through Bradford Osty, Flashy Spats, Denver Strut and Yanoka's Flame. Satala in front of Bush Ranger Cross, getting to third Bradford Osty from Mountain Nip. Bush Ranger Cross is going better than anything as they swing. It went to Satala and Bush Ranger Cross wins the last. Satala second, great go for third. We've got Mountain Nip and Flashy Stats, then Cranky Grin further afield. Denver Strut, Yanoka Flame back towards the tail.
In the last 100 metres, they started to weaken again. I tell you what, had there been any rain around, gee whiz, I think he might have won the race. Marvellous horse, rising 9, but take nothing from Jeune. That was a very fine performance, 310 and 160. Beautiful ride by Wayne Harris. 14 Dane winners, paid 170. 9 third March Hare, returning 310. Number 5 ran 4th All Our Mob. Number 1 was 5th Rough Habit. The winner by Carla Glow from Youthful, trained by David Hayes for the Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Wayne Harris aboard. A chestnut horse 6 Jeune, beating number 14 Dane winner Baycal 3 Dane Hill Kota Healy House, Bob Thompson, Jackie Chay, and 9 third March Hare, a 4-year-old chestnut horse Mars KT Arkout Toy, John Morrish, Lisa Crop. The time was, well, we haven't got it, it's not on the infield timer, so it may be hand time. But
Super Tab 3 Jeune should return 145 and 80. Number 14 Dane Win to return 90, and number 9 for third March Hare to pay 145.
down